Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Bold and the Beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ivy tries to upset Electra's apple cart. Deacon, Poppy, and Lee discuss Luna, and Steffi warns Finn she'll always hate his daughter. At the beach house, Will reels, How are you here right now? Luna tells him she risked it all to come and see him. Will sneers as Luna goes on about how committed and loyal to him she is, and about the life they could have together. Looking around, Luna tells him the beach house is a perfect place to raise their family. Will just shakes his head like she's, well, insane. At Forrester, Ivy thanks Electra for coming back to the office to lock down the designs. She asks how things are between her and Will. Clearly playing the foil, Ivy questions if a beach house and sunsets can offset the fact that he's expecting a child with the likes of Luna. Ivy claims she's worried about Electra, who needs to put herself out there. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Electra, unsurprisingly, only wants Will. It's hard to think about what's coming, but she has to believe they'll get through this. At the Cliff House, Steffi and Finn are also talking about Will and Electra. She hopes the Spencers can make it through this difficult time with Luna. Steffi asks if he ever wonders what could have been. Finn admits he does, but Luna made terrible choices, and no amount of wishing or wondering changes the truth. He's grateful she's behind bars. Steffi's still haunted about being held in a cage by Luna. She's not sure she'll ever get over this. Finn holds her. Over at Bill's place, he marvels at Katie's strength. He reiterates that Luna's locked up, if he only knew. On cue, Katie starts ranting about Luna taking advantage of Will and ruining his life. Bill reminds her they won't let their son feel lost or alone. Katie complains that they can't be happy about having their first grandchild. Will was tricked, and now his life is turned upside down. She fears the child will be a reminder of its sick, twisted mother. Deacon seats Lee at Il Giardino, and Poppy arrives to join her. The younger sister wants to get this over with. Once Deacon drifts off, Lee lays into Penelope about taking advantage of her son and raising a monster. Poppy admits she's struggling with the idea that Luna came from her at all. She doesn't think of her as her daughter anymore. Luna is dead to me, she declares. Deacon wheels up to say, "That's pretty cold." Poppy reminds him she killed Tom and Hollis. Deacon's sure Luna's not even sorry about it. He hates her for not feeling remorse. Will tells Luna that she can't just waltz out of prison and go on about her life. Luna, agitated, protests that she's not going to lose him, especially to Electra. At Il Giardino, Lee agrees with Deacon. Everything is a game to Luna. She wishes she had seen it sooner. They all agree she needs to rot in prison over at Bill's house. He assures Katie that Luna will never have anything to do with the baby. She'll rot in that cell and suffer the way she's made their family suffer. Continuing the theme, Electra tells Ivy that Luna's in prison, and they'll never have to worry about her again. At the Cliff House, Steffi will never forgive Luna for trying to take her away from Finn, Kelly, and Hayes. She'll always hate his daughter. At the prison, the guard tells the lump on Luna's cot to wake up. At the beach house, Will tells Luna they don't have a life or a future together. She begs him to please try. The life they build together will be far better than anything he could imagine. She wants to be loved. Will declares he'll never feel that way about her. He will raise the baby, but it won't connect them. The only thing he wants to hear from her now or ever is info about the baby. Luna grabs her baby bump. He asks, "How is the baby?" Tuesday, November 18th, 2025, extended episode recap. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, the tension in Los Angeles simmers dangerously as secrets unravel, fears intensify, and relationships brace for impact. Luna's unexpected appearance at the beach house sets off a chain reaction that ripples through the Forresters, Spencers, Logans, and beyond. Each of them unaware that the storm they thought was locked behind prison bars is already loose. Will stands frozen, breath heaving, eyes darting between Luna's trembling form and the front door she somehow slipped through. How are you here right now? He chokes. His entire body tenses in pure disbelief. Luna steps closer, smiling through desperation. I risked everything to come to you. Don't you see, Will? Her voice quivers. You're the only thing in my life that's real. The only good thing. She runs her fingers along the back of a couch, scanning the beach house like a woman already envisioning a life she hasn't been invited into. This place, the light, the waves. It's perfect. Perfect for us. Perfect for our family. Will's face drains of color. Luna, this is insane. You escaped prison. I left because I couldn't stay away from you, she snaps, eyes glinting. And I won't let her take you away from me. Not Electra, not anyone. Will swallows hard. You need to leave before someone finds out, before you're caught, before something worse happens. But Luna only cradles her belly and whispers, I'm not losing you. Not now. Not ever. Back at Forrester, the shiny design boards aren't enough to distract Ivy from her favorite sport, stirring drama. She stands beside Electra, arms folded, eyebrow cocked with faux sympathy. I know you're trying to stay calm about all of this, Ivy begins sweetly. But a beach house weekend isn't going to erase the fact that Will's expecting a baby with her. Electra stiffens. Ivy, please don't. What? Ivy shrugs. I'm just saying, I care about you. There are plenty of men out there who aren't being manipulated by a psycho ex. Electra dismisses her, though fear creeps into her eyes. Will loves me, and I love him. This is just something we'll get through. Somehow. You're sure? Ivy challenges. Because stress like this can destroy even the happiest couples. Electra falters for a moment, a rare vulnerability. I have to believe we'll survive this. If I don't, then what do I have? Steffi sits on the sofa, hugging a pillow tight to her chest. I still hear the sound of that lock, she whispers. Every time I close my eyes, Luna could have killed me. Finn sits beside her, pulling her close. She didn't. You're here. With me. With the kids. But I'll never forget what she did, Steffi murmurs. She took advantage of you. She tried to take me from our family. And I don't care what anyone says, I'll always hate her. Finn doesn't argue. I've wondered sometimes what life would have been like if she hadn't gone down that path. He exhales. But she made her choices. And they were terrible ones, the kind you can never undo. Steffi looks toward the window, then back at Finn. You're free of her now. We all are. She's behind bars. If only they knew. Bill paces the living room, agitation simmering under his rugged exterior. We did everything we could, Katie. We kept Will safe, or tried to. Katie shakes her head, tears in her eyes. Luna took advantage of him. She manipulated him. She twisted his whole world. And now their baby is going to be a constant reminder of that nightmare. Bill stops pacing and looks her dead in the eye. Listen to me. Will is not alone. Not now, not ever. And as for Luna, his jaw tightens. She'll rot in that cell for what she's done. She's never coming anywhere near our grandchild. If he only knew. Lee sits stiffly at the table, hands clasped, jaw sharp enough to cut through the tension. Poppy arrives, reluctant, exhausted. Let's just get this over with. Once Deacon gives them space, Lee wastes no time. You raised a monster, Poppy. Admit it. Poppy flinches. She isn't a monster. She's broken, twisted, lost. Because of you, Lee fires back. You always enabled her, always ignored the signs. Poppy's eyes brim with tears, but her voice is ice cold. I don't even think of her as my daughter anymore. Luna is dead to me. Dead. Deacon returns with a tray just in time to hear it. That's pretty cold, don't you think? She murdered Tom and Hollis, Poppy spits. She doesn't deserve my sympathy. Lee nods sharply. Everything is a game to her, everything. Deacon shakes his head. She isn't even sorry. They fall silent, united only by their shared disgust for the same woman, a woman walking free at this exact moment. Will leans against the wall, shaken but steady. Luna, there is no life between us. There's no future. She steps closer, voice trembling with fury. Yes, there is! We're connected forever! We're having a baby! I will raise the baby, Will insists. But you and I? No. That's over. Luna stops breathing for a second, as if the world freezes around her. I want to be loved, Will, she whispers. I want a family. With you. You need help, he says quietly. Real help? She clutches her belly, hard, and he jerks forward instinctively. How is the baby? He asks, voice cracking. Luna looks up at him slowly. Too slowly. Her eyes darken with something unstable, something dangerous. You care, she whispers. I knew you still cared. A guard storms into Luna's cell. Hey, wake up! But the woman on the cot doesn't move. The guard steps closer, gasps, and shouts for backup, because the woman on the cot is not Luna. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.